So have you tested your pally out much or what? Your DPS?
Yeah.
How's it going? Good?
Oh, it's okay, Thark. Could be better.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, it's all right, man. We're in the middle. We're not like.
Oh, phase 1, yeah. I think things going to change.
Yeah.
But like I said, through TPC, you're doing decent fucking DPS, man.
Fucking sucks. And then I'll do a dungeon with you on here, and then after this, I'm gonna go do my dailies.
Okay.
Get some gold.
What do you need gold, mate? Bloody hell.
I just want to get as much gold as I can, bro, going into Wrath, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't want to be strapped for cash, you know? I just want to be able to do, like, max my professions, craft my fucking gear and shit. So, you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's going to be easy to spend 20 to 30k just straight away out of the box, man.
Yeah. Especially for the ring.
Oh, ring, mount.
Then
Jesus.
the mount. Then you're flying, cold flying.
And your professions and your fucking dual spec.
Yeah. It's going to be rough.
Like someone was asking me, oh, why don't you go get the Shattered Sun fucking rep? And I said, title. I went, mate, that's dual spec, baby.
Exactly.
That's 1,000 gold. That total means shit to me. I've got it on retail.
Exactly, Thok. Exactly.
Dual spec, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. Where's Fuzzy? You actually fucking working for a change, the bastard?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking hell, what's he done? Probably told his boss, yeah, I stopped the guild ratings. I can do more work, mate.
You fucking what? Harry Potter?
Alright, where's the bloody imp?
Drakari gonna kill anybody who trespass on these lands. Minions of the scale. Heed my calls, gonna rend your flesh. I see now. Scourge was not our greatest enemy.
Oh, someone done the thing already? That's good.
Oh, someone's got rocket boots? Jesus Christ.
Mm. Yeah, how'd they do professions? Like, fuck, how'd they start at 0 and then level all the way up?
Oh, you get one. I believe you got one. I got dual crafting at max spec.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
Yeah, I got dual crafting off the top of my head. It's not like something I. Oh, that's nice. BOE.
I remember that neck dropping back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck killed me? The hell? Oh shit, that's gonna hurt. Oh. Timing.
We fought back the scourge. What chance you think you got? Get ready for something much bigger. The ground gonna swallow you up. If our gods can die, then so can we.
that's right. This hidden boss.
Fuck yeah, bar.
Oh, it's not really hidden. It's just that people can't ever not go in a straight line, so they
Holy,
skip it.
it's this sneaky katana.
Yep, there is no one sneakier.
That's right. Oh man, Wrath is so great. I just did TBC where the whole time in a dungeon I'm pressing seed, and all 3 specs of this in Wrath is just press seed.
Oh yeah, like they may have given you 3 really annoying rotations, but the seed is just that good for, just psych, man.
38.
Which I thought you would have known this.
Oh, I'm only taking a pass. Oh, that's why we didn't get the heroic last time. Oh jeez, I didn't even check. Was that Helm even? Oh, that was Mal.
Yeah, I think in Wrath you have to kill every boss in the heroic for the achievement.
Yeah, there's to get every sort of. Now,
Never-ending story. We. Sorry.
Use them all up. Mate, you're good. You're good.
Leah's fucked.
From what?
She's got stuck in my fucking head.
Oh, the song. Yeah.
Like, I woke up and she was playing it, and I'm just like, why? Why are you fucking doing this shit to me for?
Oh, it's a moment, wasn't it? It was a little guy and his nerdy girlfriend. They got pressed in that? Yeah.
Yeah. Tuna.
I dressed some olive oil and parsley and
I
garlic.
don't like tuna.
Yeah, cool. Garlic oil and sugar. So if you want to put some on your toast, you can. On bread, it's fresh, so it's really
Alright.
because it's part of my shredding thing.
What's happening? Did we forget? Did we forget?
I can
one?
add some mayo to yours if you want to do a mayo sandwich with it, if you want. Huh?
Yeah.
Isn't
I'll do it on
that looks fine to me, Thok?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, who is it that's run all the way around there?
The tank. Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, like if it was blocked, one of those statues would be in your way.
And the bloody thing wouldn't be open anyway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The bridge. Where the hell's it gone? Oh, there it is. Well, he's professional. He's got everything up.
Never-ending story. Fuck.
Yeah. I could see where this is going.
Oh, I'm friendly now with a few factions. That's hot.
Very nice.
Yeah, if you don't wear a tabard, you just get the Alliance Vanguard rep, which is like the umbrella rep for the various Alliance factions, you know, like those Frost Dwarves and shit. And when you get enough of the Alliance Vanguard rep, it'll auto... Like, it itself is a rep, and the little reps under it, you get, like, little bleed over into them.
Okay, happy days. Do a bit of a live tap.
I'm gonna spill your guts, man. Gut them! Impale them!
Resists? What the hell?
You wanna see power? I'm gonna show you power!
Fuck
Oh,
yeah, bro.
Got the what the heck?
Ooh, defense glove. Never ending story. We.
Yeah.
Hi.
I keep getting confused what I've got on this 80 versus what I got on the 70. Gear wise. Food wise. Oh.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit moist. Turn around. Thought loves hearing the sound of my voice.
No, I think Kids does. You need the Serenader.
Nah, I'm fine.
Me and Kits, like we talk in private DMs mostly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we slip in each other's DMs every morning.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hot.
Ben, who's been impersonating me then? Because I don't generally answer any DMs in the morning.
Hmm.
Where are we going?
Violent
Are we
Hold?
going Violent Hold?
I think so.
Oh, you guys. Oh, what am I doing flying back? I can bloody. Hearth back. That'll give me an excuse to get a couple more flasks.
Violent Hold. Thok wants to go to Violent Hold.
So I thought they were supposed to be making these Wrath Heroics more difficult.
Yeah. About that.
So probably not then.
Not at the moment, they're not. Unless they boost the life, because it'll change a lot. So
Or just giving something more hit points doesn't really make it more difficult.
no, well that's it just changed.
It just makes it more annoying for healers, and healers got enough shit to put up with.
Have I?
You have a great day now.
I bought 6. Yeah, I can't see it on my bloody bag. Oh, it's right there in front of me. Are you guys inside already?
No, we're at the front. We'll let, we'll let you in, bro, when you get here.
Oh yeah, I'll summon the.
Some of these Wrath dungeons are really tricky when you get the time walking for them.
Yeah. No, the heroics don't seem to be difficult. There's a lot of bugs, like Affliction's bugged. Like, it's doing decent DPS, but apparently it will do more. Because some of the, what do you call it? Glyphs aren't working with Affliction. Is that everyone? Oh, he's in here right beside us. So yeah.
Oh, even then, what is it? Affliction's main thing is that they do all of that, you know, they execute damage, and if stuff is just dying, you don't really get execute damage.
Yeah, it's not maximising that, but no, it's death and fucking something decay or something, which speeds up corruption with haste.
Oh yeah.
So, which is a reasonable DPS game, but it's not gonna.
Turn around.
So, demo's been absolutely. Demonology's been spanking it across all damage, which is what I expected it to do. And Destro's actually been really pumping, and it's been very solid on single target and trash. So, because Shadow Fury is just very simple. And Affliction.
That's about what I expected for Destruction, really.
Yeah, and Affliction isn't performing up to what people think, because if you think about it, last 8 years, people have been playing private servers, and every year or two they keep buffing the life of the bosses to make it interesting.
Exactly. Like, it's all private server information, which is not accurate.
Which is basically pumping up the value of execute on the Affliction warlocks.
I hope Blizz seriously buffs these heroics, but man, they're too easy.
I think we're going to get something like the equivalent of like early, what do you call it, mythic sort of type versions with tougher and tougher mobs and timings and shit.
That'd be cool. Imagine if they bring Mythic Plus in Wrath.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be cool, eh? And you get keys and stuff, and you can push like higher levels.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's already enough ways to get gear. That's what people are going to be shocked by Wrath, is because there's, just dungeon grinding can give you tier gear and everything, or raid gear, so...
But it's not over the top, though. It's just like, it's not too much.
Yep. Alright, is this a boss? I fucking like Volatile. I did this dungeon so many times.
Yeah, I used to run this a lot back in the day. For prop gear. There was something for tanking I really wanted in here. As a paladin tank back in the day.
Oh, it could be a shield or something, or the rep. Oh, I thought that was the boss.
Fuck, we're melting this shit, bar.
No, the boss is on 6.
Oh, I wasn't looking at portals.
Like, that little guy will come from the middle and he'll go blow up one of the things.
You can see the gameplay changes there, kids. Look at that. Seed. Shadow burn.
Turn around.
It looks like you'll have a difficult time with it, Thok. Getting used to that new rotation.
Oh, it's the first spec I jumped straight into as soon as I
Oh,
saw
I remember
the
this.
rotation.
You got the ads, or whatever it is.
Affliction's
Yep,
not
there's
hard.
3 of them. Yep, fucking knew it. I remember this one. I think we just burned the boss and cleave. I think.
Probably. Probably.
Gonna need the tank to step up straight away. Oh no, I've got the.
Oh, plate. Oh no.
Fuck these voices. Ah, my stuff had run out.
Alexis Staney, do you use a macro? No.
Hmm?
I think he's asked me if he's a. He goes, nice TPS then.
Jeez, those rocket boots.
I'm like, thank you, man. He's making my head go big.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that.
He was asking if I use like a one button macro.
But one button macros don't work.
Some classes they do. I don't know. It takes the fun out of it, bro. Like when you're just pressing one button. It does. It really does. And the only reason why I play like I want to play Ret Paladin in Wrath is because you're pressing so many buttons. So it's basically like they reference it to face rolling your keyboard. That's exactly what it's like. And because it's like that, like it's so fast paced, so I got ADHD. So I actually quite enjoy it. That's why I never really played mages or warlock. Like just hitting one button, I just find it gets really boring for me. It doesn't stimulate my brain enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in case you guys want to know why I want to play Ret and Wrath.
You'll do what makes you happy.
Even in TBC, same thing. I've got to constantly watch my fucking swing timer and shit. Never ending story. I might go for a drive after this. I don't know. I need to do something. Hello, Smithers. You're good at turning me on. Oh no. I think this one's fucked back in the day, bro. This boss used to be fucked.
It's just a foot walker.
Yeah, from memory, bro, back in the day.
Jesus. Jeez, F of
That's
that.
right. These void bolts used to hurt like a motherfucker.
There you go. You got an achievement. Hey.
Haste. No, I need crit, unfortunately. Achievements. So what was up in Void Dance? Defeat Zuramat, the Obliterator. Invalid hold on heroic difficulty without killing any Void sentries.
Yeah, so we just fucking tunneled. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, he died in like 2 seconds. It's not really much of an achievement now, is it?
Yeah.
No.
No, some of the achievements are like that. And others are... You've got to really dance.
That Gundrak one we just did was hard. That's a hard achievement, that one. With the Rhino
It's
boss,
rough
the
one.
guy that turns into a Rhino, you gotta kill him without him transforming into a Rhino. So you have to get every single interrupt.
Yeah, the longer he lives, the faster the interrupt gets until like
Yeah,
just all on cooldown at the same time.
yeah. I had to wipe on that boss so many times to keep like trying to get for the achievement. I was watching Fuzzy's stream. They wiped in here when they were in here.
Yeah.
When Fuzzy was in here the other day.
He's got his shield lock.
Well, Fuzzy was there.
But he's like, fuck this group shit, the DPS. I'm like, yeah. You had a really shit group. So it can happen.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Ooh. Pizza coming back up.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for Raph, honestly.
What do you mean?
All I know is that Boomkins are fucking amazing.
Well, yeah, but I've always been amazing.
You're gonna be
Oh.
You're gonna be a
God, hello,
Glamour.
hello,
Oh.
Fuzz Mark 2 there. Fucking hell.
Hey, Fuzzy's got nothing on me. I have never forgot to shield block.
Wow.
in 2 weeks. Fuzzy's gonna like want you back really bad, kids.
Yeah, he was messaging me about you. He's like, I want him back. I said, well, you need to get fucking KJ down, cunt.
Just make him pay you to come back. 1K a week.
I'm still sad.
Imagine being in a guild and you get paid to raid. Like you get paid like gold every week to raid. Wouldn't that be sick?
I will fulfill Malagos's wishes myself.
When Flux was finishing up their Summer progression, which they finished by killing Kil'jaeden, by the way, like 3 fucking weeks ago, one of the officers was giving like half the people there their raid consumables, like all their raid consumables to get them, you know, to be there.
Yeah.
Like, not just their flask and shit, like their food and their fucking destruction potions or their haste potions.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Perhaps we have underestimated.
Oh, I remember those pants.
That might be what you're after. Wait, do they have a race thing on them? Why do they have a race limiter on them? Who can't wear those?
Human, orc, dwarf, night elf. Oh, because they're dropping PvP or something, don't they? I could be wrong.
But why do they have a race limit on them? Like, everyone has a class that can wear plate.
I'm on the story.
I don't know.
Oh, God. What? I'll have a roll. I'll have a roll. I'll have a fucking roll.
Oh yeah, that GDKP that they're going to tonight. It's now going in without a balanced druid, I guess, so they can get more fucking buyers in.
That was a good group. It was very fun. I
Well-
enjoyed it.
Well, that's what I told her to do. I think I got messages. I've been in bed for the last day or two. I just sick as a
It's all
dog.
about money, money, money.
You've not got the corona, have you?
Oh, I've tested
Gotta
myself
make the
twice now, so
world
I'll
dance.
test myself again in 12 hours just to make sure.
Friend.
But had a bit of a runny nose and stuff on Wednesday, and I thought, fuck. About 8 hours later, I decided, and I was really fatigued, so I tested myself and come back 0, and I thought, okay. Because I've got literally boxes of this shit.
Money, money, money.
Maybe you've just got the flu.
It's all about the thucky, thucky, thucky. Hi, Thok. You're good at turning me on. All right, Bobby. You see this propane? Oh, I need to take Ritalin. I need to get back on Ritalin again. I need to stop these outbursts happening. It's not good.
What are you a bit high today, mate? Did you take it? What?
Yeah.
What is it? A few of your tablets, or you're on something else?
No, I'm med free.
Oh fuck. Okay.
It's just my ADHD, bro. It gets whack, eh?
Oh, I thought you popped a few tablets or something, and you were like
Nah.
firing on all cylinders, man.
Nah, it's just my ADHD. It's fucking shit.
Yeah, no. Okay, get you.
It's a fucking curse. Oh, it's a
I don't know,
superpower on
man.
my fucking ass. Fuck off.
You seem to be doing alright, really. I mean, like, there are plenty of people who just say random shit and they have no excuse.
Hmm.
Oh, but then there's retro. So if you threw you in here, Nashi in here, and him, my God, and his brother, holy Jesus.
I swear, Nashi, she's got ADHD as well. Maybe ADD. I think she has ADD.
I don't know.
I think she has attention deficit disorder. I've got the fucking hyperactive, attentive. I got the fucking full shebang.
Gee.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look. Oh, what's this dude doing?
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna have a tuna roll or whatever Leah's making. Tuna.
Oh, nice,
Tuna.
mate. What's he got with him? Yeah, the server pop at the moment is just just
On the beta.
yeah, it's all level 80s. Yeah, I was jumping on my level 72, and with the raid stopped, everyone's just created 80s, and because you got 80s there with all the gear and all the enchants, all the weapons,
Yeah.
And of course, people just want to jump in and do that. So that sort of makes sense.
Oh, at this point, people have probably got a pretty good feel for what leveling is probably going to be like, because beta's been out long enough, really.
Well, you've got to ask yourself the question here. I don't know.
And you don't want to get burned out on leveling before you have to actually do it.
Yeah. Oh, but it's extremely fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got at least 2 characters that I want to have up within, like, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've got my mage to 69. 69. So, and I'd only take him to well, I'm going to get him to 70 before this launches, but because of the 50 XP buff. But oh kingdom, yeah, can do. This is where we find out we're all fucking. Yeah, I think I'd only get him to 70 so that. Let's do okay. Okay. I was going to say just the 70 so I can. I don't think I need to be 70. I think I just need to be 68 so I can get up to. I could do professions up to your max level. I think it's 68 or something from memory. What the fuck is that? What's him on? He's flying like a demon. Oh, he's a paladin.
Paladin's cheat, man.
Yeah, and I've got pretty much I'm entering Wrath with a character in front because I didn't start my paladin until about halfway through. I started leveling basically pretty much I think it was just all warlock because I just had such limited time to play, so getting one character up was enough. And then I started on the paladin because it's such a synergy. Paladin, warlock, it's like dark and the light. And so this time I'm basically going in with a max level. Well, not max geared paladin.
I just need to collect all the non-healing classes, that have heal specs.
Yeah. Portable hole. What the hell? Okay. Now that I don't know who that tank was. It was in the guild. This Aussie guild we're on. Oh, he's on Remelost. He's asked me about warlocks for alt, and I said, "Yeah, mate, does all the stuff."
Well, that's the thing. If you can keep up with what they've done to it in whichever iteration, expansion, patch, whatever, Warlock is pretty solid damage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's the game. This gameplay is enhanced, and I think even in Kata it's enhanced. I don't know if it's Kata they changed the skills. I think that's where they fucked up.
Or they tried to make all the specs like too distinct from each other, and
I know. I think they were trying to make everything too similar. That's when they started to amalgamate everything. And
they started.
And I think the
Cataclysm.
Yeah, and I think the truth is, it was about balancing the classes, and that's the thing. If you keep and they made it even harder for themselves. They kept designing these systems as it's like products to promote. Hey, because
this expansion you get this thing, and then
it's like Apple, like 100% like Apple. Apple releases like. The amount of money Apple's made by releasing the same product by putting another fucking number
they put
after
the same phone out every year.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Samsung's about 5 years in front of them. So,
Man, I would not buy an Apple product if you paid me to.
Oh well.
I'm quite happy with my Nokia phone.
Yeah. Hey, it works. It works.
Of course it works. It's a Nokia. You drop it like 5 times a day and it still looks like you took it out of the box an hour ago. What other phone can you do that with?
Yeah.
And they make proper smartphones now that do that. Like, come on, people. None of this you breathe on the thing and then, the screen's broken or it bursts into flames because the battery is like, whatever.
Oh, that's horrific damage. That's nasty.
Was that the Shadow Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta interrupt that shit if you're able. Or focus that mob down before they finish casting.
There's 3 of them by the looks of it, and they're fucking wrecked. Yeah, see this, you can't see this is the thing. When you do a Horror with teams who know, you absolutely just smash the dungeon. But you come in here with people who don't know, who think they can just go straight through it, and and then you start realizing actually these aren't as easy as you think they are. Again, it's a case of that interrupt. I really got a Shadow Flame. Shadow Fury. Oh, fucking spell. No, see, when I came back from overseas backpacking, I got into, I kept getting offered sales jobs when I was traveling. And everyone kept, I was in Canada with rallies, and they kept going, you should be in sales, you should be in sales. And most of my rallies in Canada are all bloody engineers and scientists. And I was like, okay, you got a job for me? Oh, we can get you one. And I said, no, I'm traveling, I'm backpacking, I can't work. So when I came back to Australia, I was like, do I go back to the mines, or do I give this sales gig a go? And that's what I ended up doing. Oh, no one bothered to pick that up. And I got a job basically working for one of the big contractors for Telstra at the time, and it was right at the time smartphones were taking over the market.
Yeah.
And because of my age, because I was a young'un in comparison to most of the bosses, they're all into phone systems and landlines and things like that, which is I wasn't really familiar with. And I was just starting to use YouTube myself. So a lot of the business customers I was working with, I always talked with them about all their mobile phones and, Blackberries, and couldn't work out why my bosses all had Blackberries and normal phones. But the short version,
because they're older guys and that's what they're used to.
Yeah, it basically was. That's what it was. That's what they were used to. And I used to get up them and said, why have you got 2 phones? And that's when Telstra released its next G mobile network in 2008, I think it was. Something like that. So this will happen when I come back and start playing WoW and all the rest of it. But because I was a young'un, and I made a phone call to my sister back home in Mount Isa. She was still living there, her husband working in the mines. And I made a video phone call. Cost me $60 for some ridiculous, like 20 minutes or something. It was ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
But it was weird because she was on Telstra Next G and I was using a 3 phone at the time. And so I sort of believed in what was coming, and I saw the Apple iPhone. So I paid $1,000 to import it from the US to Australia. And I probably had it about 6 months to a year before most people did. The average person did.
The secrets of the deep shall remain.
But it's not a brag about it. It's.
And then you dropped it, and you were just sad forever.
No, I never dropped it. But hang on, I'll just get these guys. Where's this big fella? Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. Get this.
That healer should be right up on the tank.
Is my service.
Tank, right?
Like, for that fight.
yeah, so I ended up showing all my bosses the iPhone because they were all like against it, and my and I was working with a lot of Telstra executive because I was one of the big. I ended up being one of the star salespeople, and just as Telstra built this new mobile network, and so Telstra, I was on a big dirty contract with Telstra, and because I was with one of the mobile guru dudes, they Telstra for the first year just said Apple's a joke, they can't make phones. And then I imported the iPhone and tried to show all the executives, and they were just laughing at me, said it's all about Blackberries. And I said, no, this just takes everything you know about a smartphone and it just makes it it's accessible, basically. And they just, nah, not interested. Apple don't, Apple's shit. And within a year, Telstra was licking its boots, and because I think Apple sold 50 million fucking iPhones or something. And you know the rest, what Apple did. Right?
Yeah, they put the same phone out every year. They make
Pretty much.
billions of dollars.
Oh, multi-billions, yeah. But they changed the market. But
Yeah, now
basically-
every
Yeah.
all phones look like iPhones because
Yeah. Oh, you'd be silly. No, that's what everyone used to do, they'd copy. But no, Apple was the first company, first phone manufacturer that had so much power that my job, I was... Oh, did we lose someone? Oh, no. Just lag. That I was sent down to Melbourne for the Queensland team, and I had to attend a course for... I can't remember how many weeks it was. How to use the iPhone. I had to do an official course, how to use the iPhone, before Apple would allow Telstra to openly sell the product. So when I came back to Queensland, and then I had to train 300-400 people, all the stuff that Apple had trained me in.
it sounds a bit insane, but
Well, this is
yeah,
this is the power that Apple had. Oh, I'm fucking spell locked. But this is the things like I said, and Telstra went from. It's all about Nokias because that's all everyone wanted was Nokias, right? And Telstra couldn't get Nokias on their network because Telstra built this high-speed 3G network on a higher spec. I forget what it was. It's a different spec. It was a lot faster than most of the 3G phones in the world were the other version. So Telstra didn't want to sell or promote those phones because they didn't use the network as fast or as efficiently. They still did the job, but they weren't, it's kind of like having a car with a turbo sort of thing, or with nitrous. You want the car that can use the nitrous. What the hell am I? Oh, Jesus, I get locked out of one, get locked into another. Okay.
gotta watch those guys that'll silence you for casting.
There's not much I can do if the other bastards aren't doing the job. Yeah, but that's the power that's the power that Apple ended up getting within 12 months. Yeah. So my bosses were walking around with a Telstra Next G phone for phone calls, a BlackBerry for emails, and I remember my big boss going to Hong Kong and buying a top-of-the-range Nokia for $6,000 or something because it was made of titanium.
I will feast,
and I was just like, you're a fucking idiot. Biggest waste of money I've ever heard in my life. And it was just a normal Nokia. It probably looks exactly like what you've got.
Nowhere. I am everywhere.
I got a Nokia smartphone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying just a basic phone nowadays would be so much like
fresh, warm blood. It has been too long. I am nowhere. I am everywhere. I am the Watcher, unseen. Fresh, warm blood. It has been too long. I am nowhere. I am everywhere. I am the Watcher, unseen.
Immune? How's he immune?
So still appetizing. I hunger. Still.
Yeah. So my big boss went, and if you saw this Nokia, this is like 2008 or whatever it was, and if you saw this Nokia, it just looked like a normal Nokia of the day, right? But was made of titanium, and it had like diamonds or something on the fucking front screen. And he's like, "Oh, I spent 6,000 Australian on this," and I was just like, "Okay, well, why? Why would you do that?" I'll dismiss my pet just to be on the safe side. Why would you do that? Is this some... Okay, I'll bring my pet back.
Just sent you the link. That's what I have, except from like 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it's sexy enough.
Yeah, you know, it's a phone.
Yeah. Oh, I was using a Windows 10 phone, yeah, but so you're talking to someone who's got, like, who had total, like, things have changed from when I was doing a lot of that stuff. I haven't worked in that industry for a long time, and but the principles are still the same. It was always about a big screen, big text. Most customers, that's all most customers wanted, and
Apple was like the first people to give them that.
yeah, and also it was just they made it very intuitive and yeah, and if you use a lot of Nokia's software, like that's the problem with Nokia, is they have very clumsy software in comparison to Apple.
Yeah, but they have they're all Android OS now.
Yes.
Because like everyone is.
Yeah, so back then they had Symbian, and it was like their own operating system, and there was nothing wrong with it. It's just that what Apple was good at was making good products, but also accessibility. Oh, Jesus. What? Did someone leave? Why'd they leave? Okay.
What happened?
I don't know. It looks like someone died or left, and then everyone died. I think it was a healer. I have no idea why he left.
That's bizarre.
Oh, I don't know. It might have been he's feeling he had to run or just felt it wasn't going fast enough. I don't know. The guys weren't doing their job. No, that was the thing. Like when Telstra built its new, what you know today is the Telstra mobile network. It was it was the Telstra Next G network, which is the 3G network, and just voice and data basically. It's just internet across the mobile, and oh, okay, they're all leaving now. That's fucking weird. What the hell? And I was going to ask what happened, but they've all left. Yeah, so when Apple was coming, like I said, when I sat down as someone who was new to the industry, right, and I'm in business, and I'm a very competitive person. I just get in and I do it, and I'm looking at, if I was running a business, I love the fact of the BlackBerry, but for BlackBerry, you had to get the phones, then you had to get a server, then you had to pay for this software. So that's why BlackBerry made so much money. They were like triple, quadruple dipping you on stuff, if you know what I mean. And then, then Apple come along with, do you have an internet connection? Yes, you can get email. What do you mean? Well, if you've got like a Hotmail account or like Yahoo or Gmail or whatever, yeah, you just type the the username and password into your phone, and you can fucking get your email. And if you want the security or the special features that come with Blackberries, then yeah, we can do that. But you need to have that service, So that basically took all the uniqueness of what Blackberries could do, and and completely destroyed it basically. And BlackBerry just I never really liked Blackberries because I never liked the phones because they they had big screens with all the fucking buttons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd always, especially when Telstra put out the Next G network, I'd always talk to my big bosses who were about 10 to 15 years older than me, and I'd go, and I'd be sitting down with them. They had the BlackBerry, they had the Next G phone, and then when the iPhone started taking off, they started to bring the iPhone out, and I said, look, boss, I love you, man, but don't do this when we're out having a drink. And he goes, what do you mean? Don't bring your... I know you think you're special bringing out your BlackBerry, your Next G phone, your high-end phone, Telstra phone, and then your fucking iPhone. I said, mate, you look like a dickhead. The iPhone can do everything. Just do it. And but yeah, so I went down to Melbourne, did the training, and I had to come back and tell everyone, oh, this is what an iPhone looks like, and blah blah blah. But yeah, no, Apple, and I think I still remember for a whole year the executives were just bagging Apple. They were just saying, we're Telstra, we're the biggest carrier in Australia. We are the number one carrier in Australia. We know mobile phones, and Apple's never built a phone, so they don't know what they're talking about. They want all this money out. They want all this stuff from us. They can get fucked. And then the first 12 months, as I said, I think worldwide sales were 50 million for the iPhone, and Apple and Telstra just went, okay, what do we need to do? And Apple basically almost took them over.
Probably the funny thing would be that Apple probably wouldn't have even cared because it's Australia,
No, well, they didn't really care. But the thing is, their attitude with Telstra's this 800-pound gorilla that dominates that industry. Like, working for Telstra, can you get paid more money if you're really good at what you're doing? Yes, if you are really good at what you're doing, anyone should be able to pay more money. But usually the biggest guy in the market, who's probably the most expensive, who makes the most profits, which was Telstra in that industry, would pay you the most money and the most commissions and the most bonuses and most holidays because they made most of the money. And everyone thinks the biggest carrier after Telstra was Optus. And technically it was actually Telstra Wholesale, because what people didn't realise is whether it was Optus or someone else, more times than not, you thought you were talking to, say, an Optus or some other carrier customer service. You were actually talking to Telstra Wholesale teams who just rebadged themselves for, that provider, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because, everyone else is using all Telstra's, infrastructure.
Infrastructure, yeah. So basically, so what Telstra had to do, they had to separate themselves. So literally, they had to create separate divisions and split Telstra Wholesale from Telstra Business, from Telstra Retail, Telstra Business, from Telstra Wholesale, which is retail and business and corporate. And don't get me wrong, the Optus itself was huge and eventually became the number two. Oh, they definitely were number two. But if you took all the customers that Telstra Wholesale dealt with on consumer and business, they would be at a minimum the number 3 carrier in the country. And that's why I used to laugh when, I'm the type of person, kids, if someone says to me, this is what it is, I go research it and look it up. So I would look up the competition and scratch my head, and it'd be like Kit starting a lemonade stand trying to take on Woolies, and selling lemonade. That's what some of these other carriers were doing. Like their revenues, the size, their employees, they were like, fucking nothing. But the way Telstra carried on, they were like mega giants, so they competed against them really, tough. So, fucking hilarious. Dungeon. Oh, they filled up. Yeah, but no, but I look, and I know very well. I see. One thing I learnt from working for working indirectly and then directly for Telstra and then with Apple and everything is the power of marketing. Like, if you talked
Oh
about
yeah, Apple sells you the same phone every year because they spend millions and millions of dollars on their advertising.
yeah, their marketing. It's the iPhone. The what do you call it? My God, what was the MP3 player called? I can't remember. I forgot it.
The iPod.
My God, it was too. And iTunes. But I haven't used an Apple product in probably 10 years.
Probably like one of the funny things is the iPhone is so successful and does everything so well that Apple doesn't even make iPods anymore.
Yeah, they just recently discontinued them because, well, the iPhone does it all. Don't need it. But, and they're overpriced. Like, honestly, the first generation iPhone, it wasn't a 3G phone, right? Which means it couldn't give you like, it's like a 2G phone was like an analog phone, so it could send text, very slow data, but it could still make and receive phone calls. Whereas a 3G phone, I'm trying to remember the speeds. I can't remember what the speeds were doing. Like, it's like so slow in what we know today in 20, because it's been so long since I talked about this. But so you had the standard 3G phones, then you had the Telstra NextG, which is basically just a 3G phone, but they were running at 2100 megahertz, whereas I think a standard 3G phone was running at 800, which just simply meant if you were standing in the middle of Melbourne or Sydney and you wanted to download a web page or surf the web or use your phone as a modem, that phone would go faster because it was on Telstra's NextG mobile network running at a 2100 megahertz wireless spectrum speed versus a 3G phone running at about 800. They're very close, but the NextG phone was faster. And Optus had the 3G, Telstra had the NextG. Well, they just called it NextG because it was a brand. But the thing that Telstra taught me is if you talked about pay TV in Australia, you said Foxtel, right? Because Foxtel, there was a couple of competition, but if you just talked about subscription TV, you said Foxtel. If you talked about the internet in Australia, you would say Big Pond. And a lot of people that were, I'm talking I was in my 20s, so a lot of people that were my age now, mid-30s and older, were branded with Foxtel, Big Pond, right? That's all they wanted. I wanted the internet, so I'll get Big Pond. I want pay TV, I'll get Foxtel. And that's how powerful those brands were to people. And then Apple come along and went, here's our branding. And I just went, the power of marketing and power of branding is incredible. And that's what... And Apple's first phone, even though it wasn't a 3G phone, but what it could do and what you got for your money, it was a better phone at the time than most other phones. Okay? Then the first phone, I think the next iPhone was an iPhone 3G. I think that's what it was labeled as, iPhone 3G. That phone and possibly the next iPhone were better than what was in the market. Then companies like LG and then Samsung, and I forget the other brands, basically copied and actually built better phones as in physical, probably not so much the software, but they had better cameras, they had better screens, bigger screens, bigger everything, because they wouldn't sell on, this is a Samsung, what it is now. Samsung's got it now, like they do the S8, S9, S10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas back then, like we're talking more than 10 years ago, we're talking 2008, 9, 10, they were just making multiple things with their own software on it, and eventually they all gradually started to go onto the Android, which because Google, technically Google phones dominate the market compared to iPhone, because iPhone only has so much of the market, but their profit margins are massive. So.
Oh yeah, because they're charging an arm and a leg for a phone. That's the same phone you bought last year.
Yes, and I think it might have been around 2011, 2012 that it was like Apple would, yes, the iPhone whatever number, it has a bigger fucking camera, and you'd go, my Samsung's had that for 3 years, you dickheads, and it's half the price. And it's got Android on it, and it does everything I needed to do. So
yeah, but they've already gotten that. People have already got their market in with this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, trust me, like everyone in our office, I was the first one to have an iPhone. As I said, I imported it from America, and for about a year, when the ringtones would go off, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm special." Then every cunt got an iPhone, and I was like, "Yo." But what I hated what I tell everyone about the iPhone is, I said it's a walled garden. I hate it because I can't copy all my MP3s onto it. I have to go through iTunes. I have to, if I want to sync anything with it, I have to sync it to the same computer. You know, I get an Android phone, I could just copy and drag any bit of, anything onto it I want. So if whether I had a CD and I ripped it into MP3s, or I downloaded MP3s the right way, the wrong way, videos, whatever, I could watch it on my device any which way I fucking wanted, and I was happy. I liked that freedom. Whereas with iPhone and Apple, they put up a walled garden, and it was like a zoo. You're trapped in this little world, and I just didn't think people would do it. But then Apple proved that they made. iTunes made them billions, multi-billions. So the phone made them billions, but selling, songs and all that stuff through iTunes is where they made. I don't know how much they made, but they made as much, if not more, from that than the phone. Honestly, I think it's at least equal, if not more. So, and proved that if you give people the option, they will buy stuff as long as it's easy to access. So, but that's where Apple's now, the big player, dominates. But and they just don't make the best product, which is just fucked. But that's what it is. What it is. You know what I mean? So. But there's nothing wrong with your Nokia from what I'm seeing. What is it? This.
Yeah, it's a phone. It does phone things. And it's not a piece of cheap garbage that'll break if you drop it.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. No, I think when me and the missus first got together, I had the reason why the apples just burnt so well into my head is because my missus had never seen the iPhone. So when I first got the iPhone, we just started dating, and I still got it in a box somewhere. It's actually really small, and it's jailbreaked, and I updated it forgetting that it was jailbreaked. So I was like, dope. But which means now I can't use it because it's like, this is made for America. This won't work in Australia. But
yeah.
But so it's a white face, and then at the back it's a solid silver back, right? And of course she'd never seen anything like that in her life. So I had it for about a month and a half, 2 months, and she'd never seen my phone. I had it in my top left pocket, so I've picked her up for lunchtime, or she's picked me up. I can't remember which one. And I've literally gone to check my emails before lunch, thinking, all right, we've got an hour. I just want to make sure there's nothing happening. I grabbed my phone out of my pocket. I think we'd been dating 3 months. I pulled the phone out of my pocket, and she thought I was pulling out a fucking ring box. I don't know what she was thinking, because the iPhone, it's a decent size, but she just saw this white thing with a silver shiny chrome back, and she just started screaming. And I was like, what's going on? What are you screaming for? She's like, you're proposing. I went, oh, this is awkward. No, it's me phone. So she's like, oh my God. I said, yeah, can you settle down? It's only been 3 months, girl. Holy shit.
Like, the iPhone is good, but it's not that good.
Oh, no, trust me. It was like she's literally like she was having an orgasm. And she was driving, that's right. I remember because I was looking to the right, and she says, ah! And I'm just standing there, I'm sitting there just like fucking shaking, going, what the fuck's going on? And she's just like, oh my God, you're proposing. I said, no, pull over before you kill us. Here's the phone. That's my iPhone. Is this mine? I said, no, I've got it from America. And no. But when the new ones come out in the next 6 months, I'll buy you one. So I ended up buying her. I think she dropped it so many times. I ended up having to get it 3 in the end, because she did exactly what you said. She kept dropping it and kept wrecking it. And I just said to her, "This is costing me a fortune. That's the last one. If you drop it again, you've got to pay for it." Because she just drop it and smash all the front screens all the bloody time. She was a clumsy thing. But, that's what it was. So I think the last iPhone I bought was an iPhone 3G. I bought 2, one for her, one for me. And then I went all Android. Okay. and never look back. Oh god, the Oculus? Yeah, no, I don't want to do the Oculus. No way. No.
What do you mean? The Oculus is fun.
It is. I've got no problem with the Oculus. It's just that if you get a group of people that don't know what they're doing and they don't speak, then what happens in that last dungeon. That's the first dungeon I have done on Heroic that people have all just quit partway way through. I don't understand what the fuck happened. I think they wiped till kept fucking up or trying to push something that they didn't. They just didn't know the dungeon by the looks of it to me.
Yeah, I guess that's probable. Like, Old Kingdom can fuck you over if you're not paying attention.
Yeah,
Like,
they didn't know what they were doing. But you don't just all quit. You actually start talking. I don't know what the hell.
it's that retail mentality. It's like, oh no, just go do something else.
Yeah, well, it looks like the healer died or something, and then he just quit, and then because he quit, then everyone else started dying, and then I was last man standing. I thought, what the hell? But anyway, it's all good. I was going to say that... has Fuzzy spoken to you by chance?
No.